A chapter from the book White Paws and Brownie. One day, the family decided to go to the sea. Since there was nobody to leave Cat White Paws with, they were going to take him too. Cat White Paws wanted to go to the sea very much. He loved the sea. It was admirable. But he didn't want to leave his small friend alone in the house. First of all, he was concerned about little Brownie being hungry. Second, he was worried that Brownie would make a lot of mess and would be discovered. Cat Whitepaws didn't know what to do. He came to his friend to consult with him. His friend, Rexy, always gives good advices, so Rexy advised Cat Whitepaws to leave Brownie in the doghouse. The cat thought it was a wonderful idea, but Brownie didn't think so. He disagreed. He didn't want to exchange a nice place in the house for a doghouse. Cat Whitepaws explained to Brownie that it was a temporary dwelling. Cat Whitepaws persuaded the Brownie, but it's nice to live among the trees, in the nature, in the garden. Though Brownie resisted, Cat Whitepaws insisted, and so at last Brownie agreed. He wanted to make Cat Whitepaws pleased because Cat Whitepaws always helped him in all cases and treated him well and even tried to steal as much cheese from the fridge as possible because Brownie loved cheese. So Cat Whitepaws told him, and if there is not enough food for a week, go to the garden. He instructed Brownie because he feared that Brownie could be hungry. Only don't visit the neighbors' gardens. As not to get into the trouble, he went on. And remember to consult Rexy if you want to do something special, he finished. When Brownie promised to follow all Whitepaw's instructions, Cat Whitepaws left him with the dog and came back home to sleep. In the morning, the whole family woke up early so as to start their trip after breakfast. Everybody was busy packing. Cat Whitepaws used the opportunity and stole from the fridge a huge piece of cheese. Additional one. He brought it to his friends. Fortunately, nobody noticed disappearance of cheese. When the family packed all things into the car, they came to Rexy to say goodbye, and Cat Whitepaws came there too. He sat in the doorway of the dog's house so as not to let them see Brownie by chance. And the cat had to stay there, though he wanted to be in the car already, because while everybody hugged Rexy and told him to behave, Brownie made numerous attempts to look out of the doghouse. So Cat Whitepaws put his tail inside the doghouse to keep Brownie off the doorway and make him stay at the far corner. At last he managed to do it, and he felt a little bit better. But as soon as he relaxed, Brownie chose the moment and jumped out of the doghouse, straight under the flowers in a flower bed, which was quite near the car. Fortunately, the family was busy with the things again, for Erwin had just spilled mineral water on the back seat and they had to change the cover inside the car, the coverlet. Whitepaws dived into the flower bed after Brownie and caught him by his tail. That is, by the stuff on the T-shirt. He held Brownie with his teeth and thought about the place to carry him to. The cat feared that the family may notice his little friend if he carried him back to the doghouse. Suddenly, an idea struck the cat. He rushed out of the flower bed and aimed straight to the garden. On the way, another idea struck him. He understood that it was more safe for Brownie if he stayed at home together with little elf Brownie. So Cat Whitepaws started to look for a shelter for his friend and for himself. He didn't want the family to discover either of them. He put Brownie gently on a branch of an apple tree and gave him an apple to make him busy with something, as not to betray himself when the family would start looking for the cat. And he almost succeeded. When everybody was inside the car, they saw that the cat wasn't there. The brothers, Alex and Dervin, started to call him, knowing that he always came at first call. But this time he didn't. Everybody was surprised. The boys started to look for him in the yard, inspected the doghouse, where they discovered the pot. Of course they were surprised, but they had no time to contemplate about such a strange thing, for they were too busy trying to find Cat Whitepaws. Then the children thoroughly examined the flower bed, but Cat Whitepaws was nowhere. So the boys decided to run to the garden. Alex and Dervin didn't want to leave Cat Whitepaws in the yard for a whole week. They loved their cat very much. And even though Dad insisted that they had to go and leave Cat Whitepaws with Rexy in the doghouse, the boys didn't agree to leave the cat there. Mother also didn't want to leave Cat Whitepaws at home, and Erwin even refused to go to the sea without the cat, so Father had to wait patiently in the car. The others went to look for the cat, but soon Father lost all his patience and went to look for Cat Whitepaws too. The whole family looked for the cat everywhere. Mother went to the barn where they kept wood for the fireplace. Father decided to check the letterbox. The children